Hello viewers, my name is Glenn Soa, a student of Vouch Initiative International, and today my presentation is about survey form. Now this is what a survey forms look like, and I will be creating my personal survey forms using HTML. So if you are ready, let's just do it. Now in creating a survey forms, there are steps needed in it. Firstly, you create your own personal folder to contain all your files in it. After create, I already have my folder here, so I just launch my VS Code. You can also launch any other computer programming you are using. So after launching it, you go to the Explore bar. Then you add your folder. My folder is already added. After adding your folder, you go to New Files. Then you name it survey.html. You're wondering why I added the HTML, because that's what I'm using and that's what we are going to use. So when you're done, you enter. After entering, you see you have this whole screen. And this is where all the work is going to be. This is where all the work begins. Now we start with this doc type HTML, because that's what the computer understands. This is the computer language the computer understands. Then we come with this HTML space lag. Lag stands for language equals en. So it means the language we are using is English. So that's what the computer is going to understand. Anything in it is going to be English. Then we come to head. Now the head is like, that's where all the folders are going to be. Anything we type is going to be in the head. Close head. This is where the real work begins. Meta child sets UTF minus 8. UTF stands for the color. So today we are using color 8 in our presentation or in our program. We are using color 8 in our program. After we are done, we come to another meta. Oh, sorry, my bad. I did a mistake. Yeah, that's it. There it comes to meta name equals, and the name equals viewpoint, then contents equals width equals device space with. Then I think we have initial scale equals 1.0. Then we close it. Then we come to the next line, title. The title is very important in HTML, because without the title, the program isn't going to know what you are doing. So our title is survey form. Then underneath there, we leave a space. Then line. So open, then the CSS file link. Yes, CSS file link, and then underneath we come to our link rel equals style sheet, then href equals href equals form dot css, then we close it. Then we come this, you see our head is supposed to close here, our head closes here. Then underneath our head we come to body close. Now the body is going to contain everything about the survey forms, so anything you type in the body is going to appear, anything you type is going to appear in the body, so please take care of whatever you type in it. Now we have div, which is device class equals container, device class equals container. Then down we have header class equals header class equals header. Then we close it. Down it we have h1 starts from heading, and we have from h1 to h6 here. So today we'll be using h1 id equals title, h1 id equals title, then close. H1 id equals title, then close. Then underneath the h1 we have survey form, for vouch, so this is in our heading, then underneath our heading we have p, which is paragraph. P stands for paragraph. id equals description, then we close it. Underneath it we have thank you for the time to help us improve our platform. And we close it. So it's already closed. Then underneath the header we have form action. Equals, then we leave a space, id equals survey form, then we close it. Then we close it. Sorry, ma'am, I'm coming here. Then we have this, then text section, then we close it. It's already closed. Div class equals form group. Div class equals form group, and label for name. Label for name. And we have inputs for equals name. Inputs for equals name. Sorry, inputs type rather. We have inputs type. Name. Input type text. Then we have name equals name ID equals name, then class equals form control, class equals form control, placeholder equals enter your name. Then we end it with required. Then close it. Then I think that's it for the name column. Then our next one is this. You type in this end of text section. It's really important because without the end of text section, the program thinks you are still continuing, so you need to end it so it knows that you are done with that aspect. Then we leave a space, then we start with a new one, which is email section. So we have minus type type email section. Type email section. You could copy all this. Then paste it. Sorry, my bad. I didn't copy it well, so we copy it all over again. Then you paste it. Now after pasting, you just change the aspect with the names. So here we write email, then here we change it from name to email. If I'm right, that's it. Then input type text, and here should be input type text, type name. Here should be email. This place should be email. Then we have name equals, this also goes, then email comes. Then at the end you type in, you can leave all this, the name aspect that is important. So you clear all this, then you write, in the end you write, enter your email with the required, then close with a div, then under it you repeat the same procedure, minus end of email section, end of end of email section, then another space, and we repeat the same procedure 4 times. Now we are on the type number section, so type number section. Type number section, and then underneath it you paste what we did, classroom. So we change the name to number. Anyway, with the name we change it to number. Enter into type number. Type number. Name ID. Name is number. And ID. Then in the end we go to enter your number. Enter your number is also required. It's very important to always add the required, because it's like without the required the person can skip it, and we really need to know the person's details so we do not miss anything about the person. And then at the end we have the end of number section, end of number section here. Then we leave another space, then we repeat the same procedure. I think this is the last one. Then we have address section, type address section, type address section, and then space, and then we paste what we did. So here, label for address, please do not forget to change the names, otherwise it's going to be name all throughout, which we do not want to see that. Address, then underneath it input type address. Input type should be address because that's our main focus now. Then the name should also be address. Then at the end we go to enter your address. We do not want the name, so we go to enter your address. Yeah, got it. Then enter your address. Required is there, div is there, required is there, div is there. Then in the end we have end then shape end of address section. Now you need to save your work so you do not miss on anything that you are doing. So you save it. There's also a shortcut for saving, which is Ctrl S. Immediately you press that, it saves your work automatically in your folder, so there's no need for you to go around searching where your work is. Immediately you get access to your folder, you have your work there. Now we are done with the name, address, email and stuff. We go to the select section. This is what the select section looks like. This space is the select section, so it's really important to do that one too, so we get to know more about the person's details. So now we have select section, then this select section, we close it, then div class equals form group close it. Then underneath it we write P, which I already said stands for paragraph. ID equals quests. Quest also is the short form for question. Quest is the short form for question, so do not forget, quest is the short form for question. Then we have this, which option best describe your current role. This is important, so you get to know what the person does, whether he is a student or he works or maybe he does any other kind of stuff. This is where you input those kind of details. So with it, then we have down select name. Here we go with select name equals row, then ID equals drop down, here drop down, then space class equals form control, then required, and we close it. Then this is where the work begins, because this is where you get to know everything about the person, what he does, and the option. Go to option value, option value, disabled selected, sorry, then you close it. Option value, selected, and here we're here. And space select your current role. So this is where the person chooses what he or she does, and it's really important for the person to do that. So let's say maybe you work at a company and you are asked to create a survey form for the company, so that in case anybody wants to apply for a form or something, the person goes there, select what he or she does at the moment, so the company gets to know what the person does or what the person is doing at the moment. And here we go with, you always have to write this, I think, less than symbol. It's really important. And option value equals students. So this is where we get to know if the person is a student or the person works or the person does any other thing. Then within the student we have a capital one, and student. So we copy it and then we paste and paste. Here we change everything. Here with the second one we go with a teacher. Then change it here to teacher. Then here we have job. I know some of you may be wondering why there's why am I replacing the student, the teacher, and the job? Now, when your survey form is done, the smaller ones don't show. It's only the capital ones that show, and it's really important for it to be in capital so the person knows what he or she is getting himself involved in. If you see, so we have other is maybe the person is not working, or maybe the person does something else which maybe you have not included in your survey form. Then we leave a space, select, you're done with that one, div class, you're done with that one. Then underneath the div class we are supposed to close what we are doing, so minus end of select section. So it's the program knows that we are done with the select section, because here we have open select section, then end of select section. Here we have open select section, then here we close the select section. So the computer knows that we are done with select section, and it saves it automatically, or you can decide to save it so you do not lose any other thing you are doing. Now our next point is the radio selection. Now I know some of you will be like, what's a radio selection? A radio selection is the area where you ask the person how they got to know about let's say right now I'm working for Vouch, so the radio selection is where I get to know how the person got to know about Vouch Initiative International. You see, so yours can also be maybe you are working for a company. Maybe here's where you get to know where the person got to know about your company, and it's really important for you to know, so you get to know how to access or how to improve your company. Yeah, we have quests, and like I said, the quest stands for question, so the short form for question is the quest. How come you came to know? How come you came to know about Vouch? But you don't necessarily have to write the Vouch. Maybe you are working for, let's say, Google or any other company. You write Google there. I am a student of Vouch, so I need to write the Vouch so you know where it's coming from. Then our next is the div class. Div class equals, here we have to add this, we have to add this symbol. Where is it? Yeah, that symbol. Yeah. Then we have, with the div class, we have form group. So my form group is already there, so I just select it, then I close it, and underneath it we have there's the P, which is the paragraph, space ID equals, so sorry, I think I made a mistake. Underneath it we have the label for sorry equals, then we close it, then you close it with a space. Now inputs type equals radio, then name name is, here we have to write our source. The source is where the person got to know about your institution. And we have value because TV, sorry, let's start with friends. Then space class equals inputs radio, then close it. Then we have our friends, then we close it, sorry, we have friends, then we close it, slash, let's with the label, then sorry, then inputs. So now get out with that one. So it selects these parts. I think I'm going to take some. Sorry, this isn't needed because it's under the label. Alright, so you select, you copy from there. You copy from the input to the label. Sorry, you copy from input to label, and then you add it. So here we make changes to it, but the radio has to stay. We just change the values. So here the next one should be TV ads. This is where you get to know that TV is really important. So TV ads. Then our next one would be about social media. Social media. I think our third one is news. Our fourth one is newspaper. So in the end we write the newspaper. Yeah, I think that is. Sorry, we add one more. Which is other. Maybe the person didn't hear it from any newspaper, or maybe the person heard it from a friend. Oh yeah, sorry, I have a friend already. Maybe the person heard it from somewhere else. So maybe we click on other, and in the end the person type in other, then and in the end type in other. So I think we are done with the select section. I think we are done with the radio button section. Sorry, we are done with the radio button section. And please do not forget to end it. Do not forget to end it. It's really important. So end of radio button section. End of radio button section here. So our next one is going to be about the checkbox. So here we go. It's checkbox. Sorry, it should be one word. Checkbox section. Checkbox section. Then underneath it, we have our div class equals form group. Group, and underneath it we have our P, which is paragraph ID, quests. There we go. We will like, would you like to see S improved? So this part is for you to decide. This part is for you to decide. And underneath it we have label 4. Inputs type checkbox and name and name preferred. Then class checkbox value value back and div and the close back minus and minus div back minus div. And so now we copy from the label to, and then we copy this one to, and then we paste it 4 times. So here we change it. Here it changes. The second one is supposed to be about. The second one is front end div. So we change it from back to front. Change it from back. Then the third one is about Android app develop. Android app develop. Then we change it from here to change it here to Android minus app minus develop. And then the last one, which is this, is software engineering. So we change it here to it is software engineering. Software engineering. Now, like I said before, the ones here really it matters, but then when you are done with it, this doesn't show. It's this ones that shows. So please be careful with anything you type in it. Thank you for understanding. And when we are done, we add one more to it. One more. So here we have others. Other. And then with the caps place, we have other with capital. So this shows is how determined we are. And then in the end, we close it. We close it with end of checkbox section. We close it with end of checkbox section. End of checkbox section. And underneath it, we have the text area. So it's also a new aspect we are beginning, or a new page or paragraph we are beginning. Text area section. And with it, we have the div class, form group, the div class, form group, the div class, form group, and down underneath the div class we have P, which is paragraph, P ID quest here. You already know what the quest stands for, so give us your feedback. Give us your feedback. So we are done with that one. We are done with the quest, and then underneath it we have this text area, and we have name, which is equals feedback. We have name equals feedback, then space ID equals feedback, then id equals feedback, then space before col. Col is color. Down we have 30. 30 is also a color. Then row equals 5. Then another class text area, class text area, then we have placeholder, placeholder, enter your feedback, here, close over there, text area here. So now we close our text area. End of text area section. End of text area section. And with another text area section, we have our submit section. Submit section. We have a submit section, and underneath the submit section we have div class, form group, and then button, our button type, button type equals submit, button type equals submit, then id equals submit, then class equals bt, submit with the capital. So let me see. We are done with our programming. We are done with it. So okay. So we have our form body, then the HTML. So we save it, then we go to your folder where you saved your work, and we click on it.